What's going on, everybody? Shimmy Desert Eagle here. Shout out to everybody tuning in on this lovely, glorious Victory Monday. Man, beating the Packers at the link. What was the final score? 22-10. And you know what, man? A lot of it had to do with our defense. Our defense truly balled out. Truly balled out. And it's like, I look at this defense yesterday against the Packers versus how the defense was the last time we went against the Packers in Brazil. Defense was nowhere near as good as they was this this game. You feel me? They were nowhere near as good then than they were this game. Not only did this team look different, I can't say so much about the offense, honestly, but the defense, though, really balled out. Really balled out. And that old saying, as it always been, but I want to give a big shout out to Brunson. He was the first to say this, so I want to give him a shout out that he said this and reminded everyone that defense wins championships. Defense definitely wins championships. What I've always said as time went by, when they say it's a passing league, I always say it's a passing league. That's why we need to build that defense to prevent it from being a passing league. The trolls are hella quiet. The trolls are hella quiet. They're trying to make them excuses about the refs. They are trying to make them excuses about the refs. By the way, what's going on, Jerry G, Aldrich? What's going on, y'all? Hope y'all enjoyed y'all weekend. Enjoy y'all Monday. I mean, it feels a bit chilly right now, but y'all stay warm, all right? Y'all stay warm. But yeah, the trolls are hella quiet right now. I don't want to hear a goddamn thing about the refs. Don't come over here. Y'all, cause like when we talk about the refs, y'all want to say the refs are human. Y'all want us to take our L's and stop making excuses. Y'all say all that stuff, but when there is a slip up on a play that may have benefited us, y'all so quick to really put it out there, but y'all want to put a blindfold on when it benefits the opposing team. Say Washington for perfect example. So I don't want to hear it. Take your excuses and shove it up your ass because you don't have that same energy. Now, that being said, defense balled out. 3 interceptions. Shout out to Slay for getting his first interception of the season. I mean, technically it's not the season, but it's the playoffs where it matters the most. Shout out to Slay. Shout out to Zach Baum, man. Zach Baum. Can't believe he's here, bro. He really is here. He's hands down the best linebacker we've had since what? OG Jeremiah Trotter. It's like, geez, I don't know. He was way better than Michael Kendricks. He's way better than Kaiser White. He's way better than TJ Edwards. I know we missed out on LJ4. I think LJ4 was the guy. We let him go. He ended up going to the Ravens. I think that's LJ4. We missed out on him. But yeah, he's way better than Nigel Bradley. Like, Zach Baum is the best damn linebacker, and Lord knows how long. Now, the last interception I am most excited for is Quinyon Mitchell. He finally got his first interception. Now, all the other times it could have happened, but I know CJ Gardner-Johnson there. I ain't mad at him at all. I'm not mad at him in the slightest. When there's an opportunity, you take it, because it's not even guaranteed that Quinyon Mitchell would have caught it anyway. I want an interception more than anything. I don't care who gets it, but shut him down. I mean, we can, we can still be ball hawks, and deflect passes and everything. But man, what better feeling is an interception? You feel me? But you know what, man? Quinyon Mitchell, man. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, it's gonna be even better moving forward because he broke that ice. He was already locking down receivers left and right. He was already locking down receivers, but moving forward now, he finally got his first interception, especially in the playoffs. Oh, it's going to get real. it's going to get even better for him moving forward. And I'm excited, bro. I'm excited. I mean, CJ could have had an interception, but hey, man. But look, as long as he's there, locked down and everything, I ain't even tripping about it. I ain't even tripping. But yeah, the defensive line, we seen a couple sacks. You know, they pause. We seen a couple of, shutting down a quarterback. Let me just say that sounded weird. But yeah, yeah, we seen a few. Could have been better. I think so. There are times Jordan Love slipped away. They showed up though. They were there. They were there. But yeah, man. Jerry says Ekman would have been a better linebacker. He was a Saint. He would have been. But the stupidity of the staff letting him go, and now he's actually a fool in Philly. Yep. And he's acting a fool in Philly. Yeah. Hey man, I want to thank the staff though. I want to thank the staff. Though, just all love, bro. All love. It's all love. Well, thank you say that by him and CJ. Him and CJ. You feel me? There's a couple. But yeah, man. But yeah, this defense was phenomenal. I do believe our defense was a big reason. That the team won the game. The defense was the big reason because the offense. I mean, special teams forcing that fumble. Can't forget that. The special teams forcing that fumble. I don't know who made that tackle. I don't know if it was it Jeremiah Trotter? I don't know. I don't know who 42 was, but I think it was Jeremiah Trotter. But yeah, that big hit, the fumble, and us scoring soon after. That was the one and only time we capitalized from scoring turnover. I believe that was it. But after that, I don't think we scored after a pick. I don't know. But I will have to say the offense was very sluggish. Jalen Hurts, I can't be too mad Hurts because he did just clear concussion protocol, and you just don't know what to expect moving forward. You don't know, we clear concussion. You feel me? And being though he hasn't played in about 3 weeks, so it's to be expected he was going to be a bit rusty. But man, there were times he was holding the ball way too long where he could have just thrown the ball away. And when he got sacked and lost like almost 10 yards, man, that was preventable, man. You got to do better than that. Got to do better than that. CJ got the commies. Interesting. So the only way the Philadelphia Eagles can play home or the Super Bowl can come through Philly is by the commies beating the Lions. Interesting. But not even that is going to make me root for the commies to win. Never, ever, ever. So go Lions. Beat the shit out of Washington. You will never catch me rooting for and you know what? No. That's later on in this video. No. No. That's later on in this video. But yeah, so if the Lions got Washington, shit, go Lions. We'll see y'all in Detroit. So I guess that means we got the Vikings, right? So they got to come to Philly. All right, cool. But yeah, offense, we've seen plenty of mistakes. There were bad play calling that's going on, man. I don't know if that was Kellen Moore. I don't know what it was, who was doing the play calling, but it was horrible. It was very horrible. So you won an NFC Championship in Detroit. You damn right. I would rather play in Detroit than to ever root for Washington. Under no circumstance, I will never root for my division rival. Never. I will never root for my division rival. I will not be like those Eagles fans. No. Ain't gonna be no hell to the Commanders, not from over here. No. When we say loyalty is everything, loyalty is everything. Oh, it's the Rams? Okay, it could be the Rams. Okay, cool. Oh, that's right. They play today. So, all right, whoever wins, all right. I will look. I would love for the Super Bowl to come to Philly, but it's not going to be by rooting for the for Washington. No, sir. No, sir. This one is not rooting for my enemies. When I say fuck them, it's fuck them. We don't like. We not know. I'm telling y'all, my hatred is authentic, bro. I don't switch up. Fuck them Cowboys, fuck them Giants, fuck Washington. I would rather play in Detroit than to ever root for Washington to fucking win. No. No. And besides, and besides, if Washington beats the Lions, that could honestly be trouble. That's going to give them all the momentum right there. Beating the number one seed in the NFL. Not that it really matters, because I still think we'll go to the Super Bowl regardless. But still, got to be careful what you ask for. Be careful what you ask for. But anyway, this offense, you can't be making the mistakes. The bad play calling that we've seen. Listen, if it hadn't been for our defense, man, this balling out all 4 quarters. Besides that one crazy drive, where Josh Jacobs dragged like 3 people, damn near scored, but he ended up being a yard shy. If it wasn't for our defense, man, this game would have gone pretty bad. Offense, play calling, whoever's doing it, Kellen Moore, whoever, you better get it together because y'all were great. Majority of the season, they were doing great. You gotta do better. I respect how y'all disrespected Jordan Love, but NFC is the Lions, honestly. You respect how we disrespected Jordan Love? That's how, as it should be. As it should be. Because every time we respect quarterbacks, it always looked bad on us. The last time I had any kind of mercy for a quarterback was Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl with that crazy ankle injury. And boy, how that backfired. No more. No more mercy. No more mercy. No more mercy. As long as you're on the field, show no mercy to them. Anyway, man. Who's this? 1:30? Yeah. Guess I'll take my next exit. But yeah, man, as shaky as the offense was, I don't know, man. Maybe it was Hurts' broken finger, or, yeah, he was pretty rusty. I mean, one can only hope he'll be much better next week because we cannot be making the mistakes like that. If we played a much better team in the playoffs, man, that would have hurt us right there. We could have actually dropped way more than 22 points. But you know what? A win is a win in the end. 22-10. Kellen Moore, I sure hope some of the bad play calling that they've done, deciding to pass the ball a lot more. I hope he wasn't like distracted or whatever from those interviews, possible coaching gigs or whatever. I mean, isn't it? I gotta do some research. I gotta admit, I gotta do some research. But isn't it against policy to get interviews to interview coach don't another coach that's in the playoffs, to say the least, during their playoff run or whatever? I mean, Jonathan Gannon, wasn't he doing that, contacting other teams or whatnot? I gotta do some research when it comes to that kind of policy, because like all these coaches, all these teams, my bad, all these teams wanting our guys all of a sudden. I mean, first off, they laughed at us for signing Kellen Moore. They laughed at us for signing Kellen Moore, right? But he's having a phenomenal season when everyone didn't think so, and now everybody wants him. Like, what? They didn't think that Saquon Barkley was going to ball out under Kellen Moore because all he does is pass. But it turns out he knows how to use everyone. Why they want our guys all of a sudden? I don't understand. Like, I guess Now that explains why a lot of teams don't ever repeat all like that. If either A comes to the Super Bowl or whatever, it just doesn't. I don't know. Exactly. I couldn't complain either. Shout out to you, Ewan. X Factor. Shout out to you. Um, Hurst, Hurst for the weapons. He's a big passer to me. Lamar would have. I don't know, bro. Lamar's got a bunch. Lamar's always had weapons around him, and he still has yet to go to the Super Bowl, let alone the AFC Championship. So that's really not. It's not really fair to say in that matter. It's really not fair to say in that matter. So I know Kenny Pickett and Tanner McKee, they actually didn't look so bad, in those other games. But I'm gonna be real with you. When it comes to the playoffs, neither has experience in the playoffs, and this is a whole different ball game. So we're not going to get that kind of performance from them during the playoffs. Not from teams that's been in the playoffs already, that knows what needs to be done, and you just can't afford that. But I do, I do believe that yeah, the Hurts hate do got to stop though. The Hurts hate do have to stop. I totally agree with that. The Bills and Ravens going to be a crazy one. I think I don't know who's going to win that one. That's going to be a tough one, honestly. That should be the AFC Championship, if you ask me. Lamar can't do what Hurts did. Yeah, exactly. I agree. Oh, shout out to EC1. I missed your comment. My bad. Shout out to EC1. But yeah, man, to the 21, it was between 20 to 30 people that was just watching. If you're still around, man, do your boy a favor. Hit that like for your boy, man. Hit that subscribe. Show some love, man. It'd be greatly appreciated. All right. Packers O-line was not playing good. I agree with that. If you took advantage of that. We took advantage of that. We did what's supposed to be done. We did what's supposed to be done. Always said Hurts is holding the Eagles back. That Green Bay game was all defense. Yeah. Yeah, it was all defense. I admitted that. I feel like Hurts could have done a whole lot better, but I can't put too much on Hurts. I can't put it too much on him because, as I said, he just came off concussion, protocol, and he was off for like 3 weeks. So that kind of rust was expected. The rust was kind of expected there. But nonetheless, you can't. But at the same time, you can't really say Hurts is holding the team back. But last time I checked, who threw 3 interceptions in the game? It wasn't Hurts. He didn't even throw a single interception. But he threw 2 interceptions when he last played the Packers. But this time, even not even at his best, he looked. I'm not gonna lie. He looked somewhat below mid this game, and yet he still played okay. 0 interceptions, 2 touchdowns, and he didn't even need the tush push that everyone assumed it was. Now, he didn't really need the tush push. He may have played mid or whatnot, but he still, nonetheless, he did more than enough to win the game. He did more than enough to win the game. So, nonetheless, you got to give Hurts some credit. You got to give him some credit. I don't think Hurts is really holding the Eagles back. I think he's a damn good leader. And I feel like if it was Lamar Jackson playing behind the line, or if it was Patrick Mahomes, the media would be saying the same thing. They're only good because they got A.J. Brown, they got Devontae Smith, they got this, they got that. So, they are legit quarterbacks, but in the end, I'm starting to feel like that narrative is not really fair. Honestly, but hey, I'm starting to feel like that narrative isn't really fair like that anymore. Because if Hurts played like Jordan Love did, then yeah, you have every right to really say Hurts is holding back, but I don't think he is. I don't really think he is. Patrick Mahomes is buns. Yeah, he did kind of fall off this year. He did kind of fall off this year, but you know what I mean. He did. He is kind of buns this year, though. And I said it again. I don't really think the Chiefs are They don't look great for a 15-1 team, but you know what? I'm gonna be labeled as a hater in the end. Lamar sucks when he plays big defense. Well, we'll see if Lamar don't choke. Yup, because right now they're in the divisional round, and this is the time where Lamar chokes the most. But you know what? It's funny because Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen, they both choke in this kind of area, at this kind of time. They do kind of choke at this kind of time. They definitely do. Hurts is not a bad QB. I don't like he plays safe. He's not a dog like Lamar Burrow or Allen. I mean, that's your opinion. I respect him. I guess by you saying that he is still in the top five, which is good nonetheless. I mean, Lamar Jackson, Burrow, and Josh Allen, I do believe they're some of the best QBs in there. Jalen Hurts, I mean, unlike unlike them three, who all has damn good talent around them, Hurts been in the Super Bowl. Unlike those three, in the end, he's been in the Super Bowl. Unlike those three, I mean, you don't have to say it makes them better than all three of them, but you got to at least give them that kind of respect to mention them as part of that group, to say the least. I feel like Hurts is up there. I mean, as far as compare Hurts to Lamar Jackson, I said it when we went against the Ravens. I'm gonna say it again. I feel like Hurts and Lamar Jackson are even. I feel like they're equally as good, but the only difference, what makes one better than the other but equal overall, is that Hurts is stronger than Lamar Jackson. He's a lot tougher than Lamar Jackson, but Lamar Jackson is a lot faster. He's a lot faster. Wait, which eight? No, actually, fuck it. I'll take this next. I'll take this next. Screw it. You respect her. It's all good, bro. And I respect your opinion for that, bro. Not everyone has, not everyone has that kind of respect. I mean, hey, look, as long as you can respect what it's due, I respect it nonetheless. You feel me? You're not up there with those typical, Hurts hater that refuse to give any sort of credit or whatnot. And what is this guy? But yeah, I respect that, bro. Not everyone can, rock with the play style or whatnot. I respect that. And Hurts does win while playing it safe. I do feel like some of the things that he did do, like when he was running, and there were like three guys, closing in on him, and he ended up sliding. I felt like he could have got more yards out of it. I felt like he could have got past him, honestly. But you know what? I understood why he did that slide, though, because Washington he was in that same situation with Washington. And when he went down, they took him down too rough where his head, his head got pounded onto the ground or whatnot. So, I mean, and pause. But yeah, his head got pounded onto the ground, and that's how he got that concussion. So I mean, I understood why he took that slide. He's just making sure that it doesn't become a repeat, especially with it being in the playoffs. And I'm being real with you. I know Kenny Pickett and Tanner McKee, they both got a solid run the last 2 to 3 games and whatnot. But I don't know if I can trust them in the playoffs. They may have shown what they could do in the regular season, but the playoffs is the next level. The playoffs is the next level. And the Packers do have a great defense. I forgot to mention that. Packers got a solid defense. I feel like they are a solid young team that's got a promising future as well. I can say them, and I hate to say this about Washington, but I feel like Washington got a bright future ahead of them as well. I feel like they'll even be more competitive than Dallas and the Giants, honestly. in the long run, not just like another year or so. I mean, as long as they stay on top and making the right moves. I mean, I hate to say this, but I'm trying to be more of a football fan and less of a hater. I mean, that doesn't mean I'm going to root for them. You know, it's still always fuck them, but I gotta give props to them where it's due. I gotta give props to. I mean, who the hell would have thought Washington would have how many wins? 12, 11 or 12 wins? Who the hell would have thought that? Philly fan base is also respect at home field advantage and leave financial. The home. Hopefully, I didn't read this wrong, but yeah, it is going to be wild. You know, at the link, it is wild at the link. It is wild at the link. Speaking of which, though, yeah, it's definitely no joke though at the link. But speaking of which, though, if I go to AT&T next year, bro, I'm going to make a vlog there. I got my GoPro and everything. I'm going to make a vlog there. And if Cowboy fans are as cool as a lot of people say they are, I'm probably going to have to call out the Eagles fans. They act like jerk-offs at the link. I mean, I'm gonna have to because I went to MetLife Stadium, with the Giants and all, and like I say, man, I was expecting them to show a whole lot of hate. You feel me? I was even expecting to get jumped, being though how Eagles fans acted, how much Giants hate the Eagles and all, but nah, they were extremely cool though. They were extremely cool. Clint said I'm a Green Bay fan, but I love Philly families. Hey, shout out to you for real. I went to Wisconsin, I believe in 2022. I went to Wisconsin and bruh, bro, I admire the commitment of the Packers fans. They may not be as ruthless as Eagles fans, but I admire their commitment. I went to what was that area in Wisconsin? I think I did go to Milwaukee, and I went to Milwaukee, and yeah, there is a lot of let me say what's the guy name that plays for the Bucks? Giannis. Yeah, there's a lot of Giannis posts everywhere. You feel me? It's like he's the face of Milwaukee. I'm not sure if Wisconsin overall, but Milwaukee for sure. Um, but yeah, I went over there. It was Milwaukee, and I can't remember like the other areas I've been to, but when I was at the airport, man, there were Packers fans everywhere, bro. There was a lot of Packers fans, a bunch of Packers gear, but I mean that's to be expected because we are in their turf and whatnot. But you know how when you're in Philly, you go to like maybe a Target or a Walmart or you go to some like sports stores and you see nothing but Packers gear. Like the commitment is real over there, man, for real. The commitment is real. I was walking in there, my hurt season had. Um, I mean, I should have known they wouldn't. Not a lot of them would understand what that was. You feel me? Because I don't know. But but yeah, though. But I like the vibes over there in Wisconsin. I like the vibes. There's definitely a lot of commitment over there. You feel me? I probably have to put them up there as a top fan base that always rock with their team, whether they good or bad. Even when the season wasn't even going on, there were Packers scare everywhere. I gotta give it to them. I gotta give it to them. But yeah, shout out to the Packers fans though. Packers broke the Cowboys last year. They haven't been the same since they stopped trying and gave up. How about that? How about that? Yeah, man, I would love, and I'm saying it again, I would love for the link. I would love for the Super Bowl to come to Philly. That would be insane if Washington did go to Detroit and and beat the Lions, but I'm not going to root for that. So to those Eagles fans that's going to do that, I'm about to call them out very soon. By the way, to those Eagles fans that's want to do that, just yeah, don't claim you're loyal. Don't claim that you're loyal and you're rooting for a division rival team. By you doing that, you're rooting for them to get one step closer to the Super Bowl. That's what your dead ass doing. Me, I could never do that. But anyway, I ain't got much to say about the Eagles and the Packers. I mean, we got the W. You know, defense really balled out. Had it not been for the defense, um, you know, the game would have been a lot tougher for us. It would have been a long game for us. Possibly the Packers probably would have done a lot better. I mean, and they didn't even have Christian Watson, and Jair Alexander was out. Didn't really see much of Xavier McKinney. Um, and wow, I mean, Romeo, I mean, oh yeah, and a lot of Packers got hurt too. A lot of Packers players got hurt. I do want to root for I do want to root for uh I mean I want to send prayers out to all those players that got hurt. You know, Romeo Dubs and what's the other dude name? Jalen Reed and Josh Jacobs got shaky. I heard your center got hurt. Like there were so many Packers players that got hurt, which is insane. And none of them were dirty. There were clean hits, but there were some clean hits by the Eagles, and some of the players were caused by their own team. Like that one center, for instance, the lineman next to him, I think he was trying to block Nolan Smith. He ended up falling and landing on the center's leg. I don't know if he might have torn the ACL or whatever. I mean, I pray to God it's not. But man, that like it's really devastating if you're a Packers fan. You know, witnessing all of that, man. You know, the window is just closing, just like that. It looked really bad, man. But speedy recovery, you know, for them coming to their off season, and a couple of our players went out as well. I mean, I saw that you know, Slay, not long after he got an interception, I think it was like another drive or two later, he ended up now it looked like some sort of wrist or arm or elbow forearm issue. But thank God he ended up coming back, so it must not have been that serious. And then there was Nakobe Dean. Nakobe Dean was carted off the field. So that sounds like a bad situation there. So, you know, we got to hope that everyone is going to be okay. You know, all of them will return. I mean, hopefully it's not too serious with Nakobe Dean, but when it comes to a cart, 9 times out of 10, if you get carted off the field, 9 times out of 10, it's definitely going to, it definitely must be something that's serious. But anyway, speed of recovery to them, man. It's on to whoever Nakobe Dean not out for the playoffs. So I just got breaking news that Nakobe Dean has a knee issue and he's likely out for the playoffs. And it's crazy that I just brought this up, and now I just got breaking news on ESPN. That was my notification. Oh boy, oh boy, that's going to hurt us. It said he's likely. It said he's. I want to give it the benefit of the doubt and say it's likely. It said it's likely. It doesn't mean it's guaranteed. It could be likely. Fuck. I'm praying, man. There's no confirmation to say it's official. I didn't get confirmation that it's official. It said the Nakobe Dean knee is likely out for the playoffs. Come on. I'm trying to be optimistic here. Trying to be optimistic here. Because if he's out for the remainder of the season, bro, that's really going to hurt us. It's going to hurt us. It is going to hurt us, but I feel like we'll be fine. But it'll be a big difference though. It'll be quite a difference with Dean, you know, not being there. But man, they need me to replace him out there. I appreciate that, but man, I don't know, bro. Maybe if you put a cheesesteak in front of my helmet, yeah, I'll be running as fast as him. Shit, if you put a cheesesteak on that quarterback, hell yeah, I'll shut him down without a doubt. like like damn. Maybe you put some Kit Kats or Butterfingers over there. Shit, yeah, I'll kill it. Shit, maybe even some. I'm not gonna say beer. All right, I'm not gonna go too far and say beer. But I mean, shit. I'll take any deal playing the NFL. A lot of them getting paid over millions of dollars, bro. You can give me like half a million, I'll be what? I'll be happy. Torn patellar tendon. Just check. He is out for the rest of the playoffs. That hurts, bro. No Nakobe Dean, so he is out. I gotta look that up. Torn patellar tendon. I gotta look that up, honestly. Not gonna lie, bro. That really hurts right there. That really does hurt, man. So speedy recovery for him, man. And I just want to say thank you, Nakobe Dean, for such a great season, man. You know, a lot of people had no faith in the Kobe Dean, but I know those same fans that had no faith in talking about how he needs to go. I'm sure, I'm sure a lot of them is going to retract that statement, you know, and finally realize that he was actually viable. I mean, I think he was a great leader for this defense as well, man. That hurts right there, bro. That really does hurt. That hurt, man. You know, Brandon Graham, his situation really hurts, but man, wow. That hurts, bro. It really does. I want to send a speedy recovery, man. Thank you to Kobe Dean for such a damn good season. And Trotter Jr., this going to be his time to step up to the plate. He's not Kobe Dean as of yet, but all we can do is, you know, hope that he'll be able to. I don't think he's going to be able to fill the shoes as much, but I feel like he'll be able to do just as fine though. And he's got his father to guide him too. He's got OG Trotter to guide him at that. But Dean showed us all that young boy is a warrior. He is a warrior. A lot of people say he was undersized and he was banged up and everything, and he was a reach, all like that. But guess what? A year or so later, a year or two later, he looked like himself. How he always looked in college. And I'm happy that he shut a lot of people up. Like, damn, that really sucks, bro. That's really tough, bro. It really is. That's really tough. But yeah, shout out to Dean, Nakobe Dean, man. Thank you for such a great season, and we're gonna finish strong for you, bro. We're really gonna finish strong for you. So yeah, we gotta root for Jeremiah Trotter Jr. to step up, man, for real. Gotta root for him to really step up. I mean, he hasn't had a bad, he hasn't had a bad season as far as being a rookie goes, but he's gonna be around the right guys, so he'll be fine. He'll be fine. So yeah, man. I like Nolan Smith or think he's a bust. I like Nolan Smith. Nolan Smith is freaking Nolan Smith. I don't think he had a great year last year, but this year he really looked like he belonged. People didn't believe in Nolan Smith was another one people didn't really believe in. Nolan Smith was another one he didn't really believe in. I felt like we need to give him time. At first I didn't think he fit with our system, honestly. I mean, it was great that they reunite him with the Bulldogs and everything, but I'm happy to see that he's really like step up to the plate though. He's done like 10 times better. He's looking like a solid star. Like Jesus Christ. When he was chasing Jordan Love, bro, he looked fat. He was way faster than Jordan Love. Holy crap. Nolan Smith is a freaking monster. He's a monster. He doesn't even look that big either. Bro, he's looking like I don't think he's Hassan Reddick, but I'll say he's a young version, and I think that he's going to be wow, bro. He keeps this up, man. He's really gonna be a freaking monster moving forward. And the best part about it, we ain't gotta worry about resigning him for the next 2 years. I think it's gonna be 2 years. We ain't gotta worry about resigning him. But man, Nolan Smith is something, bro. And you know what's crazy, bro? I think we're gonna have to draft another edge rusher because with Brandon Graham being out and he's most likely going to retire. I think it will probably be wise that we draft another edge rusher. I would say another edge rusher, another lineman in case I don't know. I mean, because I don't think Lane Johnson's going to be there forever, but I would say that and definitely possibly another corner.
if Slay retires. So, but yeah, it just proves Sean Desai sucks and having Patrick Johnson over him backfired. Yeah, who I want, Rams or Vikings? Um, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think the Rams are. I don't know. That's a tough one. I'm not really scared of Sam Darnold, honestly, and I feel like the Rams would put up a tougher battle than the Vikings. I mean, the Vikings got a great defense, but Sam Darnold, I feel like, especially after, when he had an opportunity to take the number one seed from the Lions, going into their turf, the Lions having 15 plus players on IR and Vikings being healthy or whatnot, them like after just playing the way they were playing and they could only put up 9 points. Especially when the Bills came to the Lions turf and freaking blew them out, but the Vikings couldn't do the same. I don't know, man. I think the Rams gonna win that one. We get in Myles Garrett, bruh. We get Myles Garrett, bro. But it's one of those moments. I'm not gonna say so much as don't believe the hype because I don't see it happening, but I'm gonna say lower your expectations. All right, lower your expectations. Is Jaden Daniels top five already? Can we agree? He has what it takes to be top five, but I think it's a little too soon though. He has what it takes, but I mean, well, I don't know about Patrick Mahomes this year, but Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, Jalen Hurts, who would be number five? I'm trying to remember. Justin Herbert's definitely not top five. He's definitely not top five. He's definitely no top five. Not Justin Herbert. He's overrated. Um, not freaking I mean, Patrick Mahomes, he did not have a good year. He did not have a good year. I guess we can. It's debatable, Jaden Daniels, to go in the top five. It's debatable. Mahomes, Jackson, Allen, Joe Burrow, Jaden Daniels. Man, you better get past. Make sure you get past the rookie season. You feel me? I gotta admit though, y'all finally beat a very competitive team, and that is the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers, bro. I can't believe Washington won that game. I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, there was a great possibility, but what I'm so mad about, and I gotta give Washington their props in this game. What I'm most mad about is that the fucking Buccaneers, bro. Whether if it's Tom Winston or Baker Mayfield or whoever, they always seem to have our number. Like they are a brick wall. I don't think we've ever beaten the Bucks in the playoffs. I don't think we've ever beaten the Bucks. At least I don't recall. Not in my era. But man, it makes me sick to my stomach that they've been our brick wall in the playoffs. I would say them, the Saints, and the Seahawks. But as far as the Bucks go, for them to lose like that to our division rival, I'm pissed. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm pissed about that. But I gotta give Washington credit for that. They went to Tampa Bay and they did something we couldn't do, and that's beat the Buccaneers in Tampa Bay. It pisses me off saying that. I mean, I know we beat the Bucks last year. I don't know if that. Oh, that was home though. That was at home. But nonetheless, man, it makes me sick, bro. It makes me sick that Washington went up there and got that W. But I gotta give them props though. I have to give them props. Jaden Daniels, I said it before and I'll say it again. He's got a promising future ahead of him. As long as y'all don't treat him like RG3, he's got a promising future ahead of him. No doubt about it. He's got a promising future ahead of him. He'll be exciting for us to go against moving forward. But man, I can't wait to go against y'all. That's if y'all beat the Lions. But imagine that. Eagles versus Washington. NFC Championship. I do not like look, although beating if Washington does beat the Lions, that would mean the Super Bowl would have to come through Philly. But me, I'm not rooting for Washington. I'm not rooting for Washington. I mean, I'm not going to root out a possibility of that Washington could beat the Lions, but I'm not rooting for that to happen. No siree. But yeah, what's up, where you hiding? What's going on with you? Eagles beat the Bucks in a wild card. How long ago was that? The Eagles did not beat the Bucks in a wild. No, they did it. At the link? Was that 0-1 or 0-2? We beat the. I don't remember. No, I don't remember who all we. I remember who we lost to. I mean, I do remember we played the Niners. We might have played the Niners in the playoffs. We played the Packers in the playoffs. It's not really in order, by the way. Was it 0-1 or 0-2 we lost to the Bucks? Eagles and Commies would make the Cowboys. Eagles and Commies with the Cowboys and Giants fans look more sick than they are right. Yeah, I bet. He has to be seen the Eagles beat the Bucks in the playoffs, and yes, we've done it twice in history. Was it 2000? Oh, okay. All right. Like how long? But bro, I'm gonna tell you, like I don't remember. Like 2001, I was 11 years old. So all right, we got our ass handed to by the Bucks defense. I do remember that. We got our ass handed to by the Bucks defense. That Rondé Barber pick six, I couldn't even unsee that at all. I could not unsee that. I could never forget that. Rondé Barber with the pick six and all. Mm-mm. I'll never forget those moments, man. Reed let Jeremiah try to walk, and boy, did we pay for it. Facts. His replacement got ran over. Yeah, man. That's Reed for you. That's Reed for you. That's Reed for you. As far as the playoff runs go, I remember we beat the Packers. I remember we beat the Falcons. I remember we beat the Vikings. I remember we beat the I believe the Niners was in there as well. I think we won that by a field goal. I don't, but then again, like I said, it was so long ago, I can't remember that. But yeah, but as far as the losses go, I remember we lost to the Panthers. I remember we lost to the Bucks. We got our ass handed to. We lost to the Rams, and we lost. And as far as the championship run goes, we lost to the Cardinals. But yeah, last time we beat the Bucks was 2000. And 2001 is when we lost to them. Okay. Oh, it was 2000 and 2001 and lost to them in 2002. And that was in the playoffs. No, we beat them in the season at times, but we definitely well, I guess you must be talking about the playoffs. All right then. That pick six by Barber still gives me nightmares. Facts. Facts. Playoffs only X or regular season too. I just don't remember. Cause that was a Tony Dungy ran that team was ran by Tony Dungy. And I do know was it John Gruden or not John Gruden? What was that guy name? He was with he went to the freaking Raiders like not too long ago, but he got fired for being like for the wild emails. Rams was the greatest show on turf. That was the only one they got a pass for. 02, 03, 08 NFC games. We should have won. Facts. We definitely should have won. What's going on, Joey Shakes? Shout out to you. Shout out to you. And bro, I really I mean I could go through my iPad right now, but I gotta turn the hotspot on and I don't want to interrupt, this stream. So that's most likely what's gonna happen. I feel happy for dad. Hey D. What's going on, agent? Shout out to you. What's going on? Ewing, 59ers, long time no see, bro. Hope all is well with you. Douglas Schultz. Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't greet y'all beforehand. Where you hide EC1, X Factor, Game Walker. Game I'm sorry, Gene Walker. I'm sorry. I had to look closer to the screen. Rams would be affected by fires the same way Chargers were. Oh man, yeah. Shout out to Cali with the thoughts and prayers out to the everyone in Cali, the content creators that's in Cali, the teams, thoughts and prayers and everything, man. For real. Oh, playoffs. Okay, okay. I'm glad we don't have the Bucks, even though I can't stand Washington cockroaches. Yeah, I don't know why I thought the Bucks was going to win that game, honestly, but they really falling off. Holy crap! But watch, if we played against them in the playoffs, although I felt like we'd have won that game, but man, that game would have been too close for sure. At one point, I thought the Bucks were a bigger threat than the Lions and the Vikings, honestly, but guess I was wrong. Guess I was wrong. The second seed had was the better path. I have no issues against the Rams or Vikings. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Yep, Joey, because Bucks blew it against the Commanders. Man, Packers defensive backs were locked in. Was that what you said? Locked in yesterday, unfortunately. That's true, though. That is true. Yeah, Xavier McKinney was definitely he's a legit back, and the Giants letting him go was a I think that was a damn good move by them. We're going to beat the entire NFC North. Remember me for saying that Minnesota will win tonight. Um, it's a possibility, but man, I'm excited for the matchup though. I'm excited, but man, Lions and Washington though, that's going to be an exciting. I'm not excited, but that's going to be a very interesting matchup for sure. Perhaps Washington can expose if the Lions are worthy of that spot or not. For sure. I hate to say this, man, but I have been a hater of Washington, but man, I got to give it to them. The glaze for the Commanders from these commentators makes me. Yeah, that is true though. That is true. I mean, Washington's not a bad team at all. I give them more props, but man, the glazing is insane. Just like all the glazing for Jordan Love, the glazing for Justin Herbert. Or I'm going to say this to the media and to everybody on Twitter. Y'all better give them the same energy. Y'all better reprimand him or whatever. Y'all better bash him like y'all done Jalen Hurts. Dead ass though. Y'all better bash them. I don't want to hear no excuses. I don't want to hear none of that. But yeah, the glazing for the Commanders is insane though. The glazing is insane. I mean, better them than us because I cringe every time they give us props. I cringe all the time. Washington ain't going up to the toilet and winning. Their fluky run will end there. We'll see. I'm rooting for Detroit. We'll see. I would love. I'm gonna say it again. It's a tough situation if you're an Eagles fan because you would love the Super Bowl to come to Philly, but if you do that, you got to root for Washington. I'm not doing that. I think we're good whether we're on the road or we're at home. I feel like we are better on the road, low key, but I feel like we're better on the road. It's gonna be a crazy, like, bro. Imagine Philly going to Detroit though. It would be a crazy. It would be loud, bro. Like, it would be loud. You would hear, Fly Eagles Fly versus One Pride or whatever, man. I don't know what Detroit say in their chant or whatnot, but man, that would be insane. Look at the Commanders beat the Lions. I give them, yeah. If the Commanders beat the Lions, I will give them respect. I will, no doubt. I'll come on here, face up, and I'm gonna say Good shit to the Commanders. I can't hate on them anymore. They beat the number one seed. No excuses. I can't knock them for that. I have to take them much more serious. I have to take them much more serious. You're absolutely right. RPF's looking for Washington to beat Detroit. He's rooting for Washington. Come on, RPF. Come on, RPF. No, you can't. Nah, come on, RPF. I wouldn't expect you to do that. Mm-mm. That is a tough matchup, no lie. Eagles line. Yeah. Yep. Yep. But I feel like we're going to make them say, but Lions had a lot of injuries. You know, they got a lot of injuries. If they were 100%, which I agree, if the Lions were 100%, I'm not going to lie. There'd be reason to be concerned because the fact that so many players on IR, so many players, and they still managed to hold on to number one seed the like majority of the season in, regardless of the opposing teams was good or not. It's just wow. I gotta give it to the Lions, man, for real. Nakobe Dean suffered torn patellar tendon and is out for the playoffs. Yeah, we found that out, and that really sucks, bro. It really does. It really does suck. It hurts. It really does hurt, but speedy recovery, man. It really does hurt. That's a touchy matchup, not no lie. Oh, and someone mentioned the Ravens versus the Bills. Yeah, that's gonna shout out to 59ers football. That's what he said. Bills Ravens gonna be a huge game. I think that's gonna be the best game. Honestly, that's gonna be the best damn game. If not the Eagles versus the Lions, but or Eagles versus Washington, one or the other. But yeah, Bills and Ravens. It don't even like one doesn't even know who could win that. Both of them has a history of choking in this matchup in divisional round or AFC. So who like the real question is who's going to choke less this game? And I think the Bills. I guess the game's going to take place in Buffalo. Lions needed that rest more than any team left in the playoffs, and I agree. Totally agree. Dan Orlovsky just broke down film. Nobody got open. Moore was trash. Film was so bad. Oh man. And despite that, we still managed to win it. But you know what's crazy though? Kellen Moore, that was some bad play calling, and we didn't really run as much we should have in the first half. We did not run. They did not run like they should have in the first half. But let me address. I want to address this tweet right quick, and I might close it. Might close the stream. I don't know because it has been an hour. But I do want to address this tweet that I said on Twitter. I'm sure Joey knows exactly what I'm talking about because he's actually one of the respectful persons that responded on there. Actually, one of the coolest, and that's why that's my brother right there. Um, but you know, he did say we need to worry about ourselves and whatnot. I got to read that again, but yeah. Um, so I'm gonna address this for the last time, and I'm definitely gonna move on because this is a whole new week. Whoever wins tonight out of Minnesota or the Rams, we're gonna go against them. So it's a whole new week. But let this be the last time I address this tweet because I'm not gonna lie, I'm still mad. I'm mad that how right I was and how people really were nervous. They were those same cocky people. Oh man, the same people that were so cocky, they were as they were acting the term that they called me. You know, they were acting extremely nervous during the game, and they called me that. They called me scary as fucking everything. I'm just saying they didn't have the same energy. But let this be the last time I address this. So help me God. If I initiated the talk, all right. If I initiate this again, I will donate $50 to $100 to charity each time. All right. Unless unless there's got to be an exception. Someone calls me out on YouTube or whatever, that'll be the only time I talk about it. Other than that, if I bring this up ever again, I would donate $50 to $100 on Twitter. All right. I just want to put that out there. Not to Twitter, to charity. I posted a tweet where I said Eagles fans are getting too cocky that I don't like it. I said we need to this is the playoffs. Let's not take any team for granted, whether they're good or bad. Let's not make the same mistake the Cowboy fans did and take the Packers for granted. And here are majority of the responses that I got. I got ratioed. I'm not sure if you could say I got ratioed so bad. Yeah, technically, I did get ratioed because there were quote tweets from these try-hard, toxic, cocky Eagles fans. And of course, there were responses. There were responses where it said, but we're not the Dallas Cowboys. There were responses that said, we are not the Dallas Cowboys. There were responses that said, if you're scared, just say that. Or if you're nervous, just say that. This one, see you next Tuesday. I'm not going to say the actual word, but this one, see you next Tuesday. If you know what that means, shout out to you. If not, I guess I'll talk about it later on. But this one, see you next Tuesday, who thought she could assault me so bad by calling me a cat? You know what I'm talking about? But she threw so many personal insults, she thought I was going to hold back and not give her the same energy. Her and her pathetic little simp army that attacked me, she thought she could personally insult me that I was going to clap back. So you know what I did? I called her a dumbass. You're a moron. Go on the short bus and leave me alone. Go pick up a bite. Like, there's so many crazy things I said to her. All right. But there was her. There were even people I thought that was cool. I've met in real life. You know what I hate about people? They quote tweet me trying to engage their followers into it as if I'm some random person. Like, you didn't just meet me in real life or whatever. You were cool with me or whatever. But like, I don't like. I'm starting to realize like how toxic this fan be. Well, I already know how toxic it is, but damn, the people I've even met in real life was doing this. I thought was cool was doing this. You feel me? But yeah, I like many of them twisted my words and threw it right back at me. They made it seem like I had no faith in this team. I was scared. Well, I was saying the Eagles was the Dallas Cowboys, or all this dumb shit that had nothing to do with my actual point. Like, and it's no surprise. Like they used one sentence and ignored the rest, and it's like, bro, the main point I was trying to say is don't take the Packers for granted. That was the main point. But I understand you people, you Eagles fans on Twitter, a lot of y'all can be as dumb as a freaking doorknob. A lot of y'all like should be on a short bus, and it's starting to show. It's starting to show. But y'all called me. It's the fact that y'all called me nervous. You called me scared. Y'all called me that, right? But when the game happened, when Hurts slacked off a bit, we see some bad play calling. Jake Elliott was missing kicks. He looked a bit shaky. Y'all were acting nervous majority of the game. The same fans that called me nervous, y'all were acting the same turn that y'all accused me of being. As a matter of fact, some of y'all even said Jalen Hurts is holding this team back. How ironic is that? How ironic is that? Instead of y'all simply saying, having a respectful talk like Joey Shakes, my brother, did, you feel me? A lot of y'all would literally insult my loyalty, insult me, call me out, whatever, twist my words, call me scared. But it's ironic because a lot of y'all was acting scared as hell. You know what you idiots thought? Y'all thought this game was going to be a cakewalk. A lot of y'all was saying 20 plus, 21 plus, 30 or whatever. Y'all thought it's like, it doesn't always work like that. And because I wasn't as cocky as y'all, I mean, the fact that we've literally ignored that Hurts was not playing for 3 weeks, he's clearing concussion or whatever. Y'all thought he was going to jump straight to play. Y'all thought he was going to jump straight to playing MVP or whatever. Y'all thought that Saquon was going to throw 300 yards or the Eagles going to drop 40 plus or whatever. But because my mindset wasn't the same as y'all had to be toxic as hell on Twitter. My opinion on Twitter may not have been popular to y'all, but whether if you idiots liked it or not, it went exactly as I expected. The game was close, but to no surprise, y'all didn't want to come back to that post. I mean, I bet if the Eagles dropped 30 plus, y'all would have done that. I bet if the Eagles dropped 30 plus, y'all would have done that. But y'all quiet as hell. The same people that called me scared, y'all was acting scared the entire game. Don't think I forgot. Don't think I forgot. So you know what? Moving forward, I'm officially going to stay in my lane moving forward. I am officially going to stay in my lane moving forward. Because it seems to me, because I'm not as cocky as a lot of y'all toxic assholes can be, y'all would have the nerve to call me out. And I try to, like, the teams that we struggled against, the bad teams we struggled against, the Panthers, the Browns, and who was it? The Jags. Y'all were panicking. Y'all weren't cocky then. Y'all were panicking. Y'all were done with Hurts half of the season when we lost to the Bucks coming into the bye week. Oh yeah, I didn't forget. I mean, it's like y'all seem to forget that I was holding down for the team majority of the entire season. I was holding it down for the team. And I say majority because I wasn't able to stream. So, but if I was, y'all would see that I never faltered. I never gave up. I may have questioned some of Hurts' performances, but that was that. You feel me? What quarterback doesn't do that? But yeah, y'all would have the nerve to be extremely cocky, but y'all didn't have that energy most of the season though. And when I say I didn't like the Eagles fans being cocky, y'all called me out on it. And now we're supposed to just, all I know is that I'm not gonna adjust this shit anymore. You feel me? I'm just gonna kick back and the same cocky fans, God forbid it bites us in the end. But all I'm gonna say is, bro, I'm glad you cleared that up. I misunderstood. I said from the word that underestimating playing stupidity versus Green Bay was never completely up. And that was the point I was trying to make. That was the point I was trying to make. I I I said I could have the Eagles winning by 14, but don't sleep on the possibility that the game could be a lot closer. So to one person that did quote my tweet after the game, well, we won by 12. I mean, the players made a play, but we did win by 12. Nah, no, 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 no. We not, no, 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 no. Hold up, hold up. A lot of y'all was saying 20 plus. All right. A lot of y'all was saying 20 plus. And then you thought that I'm just going to, sweep it under the rug. You pointed out that the team was going to go slide. That was to be expected. That was to be expected. I love this one right here. I love this. I like this right here. I love this right here. Staying humble before you fumble. I fucking love that. I love that one. Shout out to you, bro. Stay humble before you fumble. You know what's funny? I wasn't policing people. I wasn't telling people to humble themselves. But all I just said, like, don't take the Packers for granted. And now you've seen the performance. The game was a lot closer than y'all expected. And yes, I love exposing the contradictions because that's all they do is contradict themselves or overconfident. Yeah, the contradictions of these overconfident fanboys. Hell yeah, that's what they do. You can't always expect the Eagles to drop 50 plus in every playoff game or whatever. It just doesn't work like that. But of course, they ignore when I said, don't take any team for granted, whether they're good or bad or whatever. Don't expect them to bend over backwards. And although, yes, we could have put up, the gap could have been bigger than 12 points. Well, we could have put up way more than 22 points, but us being sloppy and Green Bay Packers defense still playing phenomenal. Hey, that's why it is what it is. People are gonna hide when they're wrong. This generates hate to a pot. This it is. I feel like this generation, and it's not just. I'm not gonna talk about modern women because accountability is like a kryptonite to some of them. But this ain't got nothing to do with them. But this generation overall, not just modern women, but this generation, accountability is like kryptonite to them, and that's just how it is. And that's just how it is. But I'm just so freaking. I shouldn't let shit like this get to me. But if you're gonna ratio me, like I don't know, I don't know, I don't know why I let it get to me though. When you question me, my fanhood and everything, and it comes from people that just made their accounts, people that weren't even fans prior to 2017. It's also like them as well. You feel me? But my initial message, and I'm just going to say it for the last time, I'm going to move on from it. My main message was to not take any team for granted. But of course, they would blow it out of proportion and try to say we're like the Dallas Cowboys, or we're going to lose, or I have no faith. All I'm going to say is, moving forward, to hell with y'all. Twitter is like Eagle. Like, and I know Simus. He says what he says about Cowboy fans. No one is as toxic as his own fan base. But there are times I can agree, but there are times I would have to disagree and say no. No one is as toxic as Eagles fans. They're way too damn spoiled. Ever since 2017, they don't know how to take L's or learn from it, or like what do we need to do? No, when we lose a game or play sloppy, oh, it's time to move on from Hurts. It's time to move on from AJ Brown. He's a diva. Smitty, he's too small. All this dumb shit. It's always on Twitter, bro. But it's like, you know what? There are times I even think about deleting, but you know what? No, because I'll be on Twitter not just for the Eagles. Maybe I'll just mute it. I don't freaking know, but y'all niggas too toxic. Y'all too toxic. Y'all too damn spoiled. And it's like, if one doesn't ride that wave, we get bashed for it. So that being said, and if you're offended, I guess it applies to you. It's not going to matter because in the end, I'm gonna keep doing me whether you like it or not. Shit, we were sloppy in versus ATL in 2017. We definitely was sloppy. I'll never forget that. But I'm not gonna say this is like I know you're not saying that, Big D, but I did. Someone did on Twitter try to say that this game, basically reminds them of the game against the Falcons. I mean, I don't really think it's necessarily like the Falcons because I don't think it's necessarily like the Falcons because I felt like we played a lot better. I don't think our defense was all that. I don't know. I mean, we did technically we held them to 10 points, but I don't know. The game was understandably concerning, being as though Nick Foles did come in, still like shaking off the rust and everything, still having to get used to the fact that Carson Wentz isn't here. And the games prior to that was very sloppy, but I don't think we were as confident with Nick Foles coming in, going to the Super Bowl and everything as we is right now. You feel me? Because I mean, Jalen Hurts is back though. He's playing. I don't know. It's a tough one. It's a tough one to say. 80 percenters. Like Eagles fans can be worse than 80 percenters, honestly. I don't even think Cowboy fans they switch up as bad as Eagles fans do. I don't know. I don't know. All I'm gonna say is, man, if it ain't about the Fourth and John crew, shout out to them. If it ain't about the Fourth and John ran by Gail Saunders and E-Rock, I honestly don't think I want much to do with Eagles community anymore. Y'all too damn cocky, y'all too damn spoiled, and if things don't go y'all way, y'all flip just like that. And you know what's crazy? Some of the Eagles fans that called me out, some of them are even in the Fourth and John crew, the community. But you know what? You know what? It doesn't surprise me, but whatever. I'm still going. I mean, I'm still going to be attending. I mean, I'm still going to be attending the tailgate, of course, because they are a big reason why I'm as motivated as I am to be on YouTube. You feel me? like they'll tailgate is everything. You feel me? Shout out to them. Shout out to them. Felt like family when I go there. Yeah, and I'm glad Wentz ain't our problem anymore. Yeah, yeah. I mean, although yes, it was a bit good to see Wentz play. Although he didn't really do shit against the Broncos, but it was somewhat good to still see him play. I'm still mad how things ended, but anyway. But yeah, I'm gonna have to end this very soon though. But I appreciate y'all hearing me out one last time. With that whole situation in Twitter, man. I mean, like Eagles fans are toxic. Of course, like the game went like I said, it was very unpopular, but in the end, it aged well. The game was a lot closer than I expected. And those fans that was extremely cocky, they were nowhere near as cocky. They didn't have that same energy during the game. The game was a lot closer as I expected. And of course, they're not going to come up here and say, well, perhaps you were right, DE. Perhaps you were right. I don't expect them to. It is what it is. It's on to the next one. It's on to the next one. It's always go birds, it's fly, Eagles fly. Eagles beat the Packers. And like I say, man, next time I talk about this, screen it and let it be known. You know what? I owe $100 to charity, and I will gladly do it. I'm moving on from it. Unless someone decides to call me out on it in their stream or whatever, I'll talk about it. But after that, I'm done with it. I'm moving forward from it. Anyway, um, but yeah, we beat the Packers, and it's on to whoever wins tonight. What if it's the Vikings or what if it's the Rams? And you know what? Whoever it is, we got like some people be concerned based on what we've seen from the offense. But you know what, man? If we're going to go to the Super Bowl, we got to be able to overcome it. You feel me? Have a little more faith. You got to beat the best. What if it's on the road or if it's at home? I don't care who it is. Anybody can fucking bring it. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. All right, y'all. I just want to say salute to y'all, man. It's always go birds. It's fly Eagles fly. If you made it this far, man, salute to y'all, man. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe. If you ever done so already, be greatly appreciated. Um, and there you have it. It already talks about whether we should be concerned about Hurts. That's by ESPN, but I don't really follow that or whatever. I don't care about that. Cause watch, if he has a damn good game, whoever we go against next, they're gonna be glazing all over him all over again. And it's just not gonna it just doesn't surprise me. Anyway, you have yourself a good one, man. I'm out of here. Go birds. Pop Tart, Commanders fan. Hey, go Lions. Like, I'm gonna say it one last time, man. I'm gonna say it one last time. If the Commanders beat the Lions, it's definitely the Super Bowl will have to come to Philly. Although I would love for the Super Bowl to come to Philly, but I'm not rooting for the Commanders. Let that shit be known. Call me crazy, and I will gladly be on that unpopular side once again. I will gladly be on that unpopular side once again. These fans out here be questioning loyalties and everything, but if you're loyal, you better stand on it. And you better not root for the Commanders. You better not. Besides, they don't always respect teams that always play at home. Let's show them that we can even win Super Bowls by even playing on the road at that. But you know what? But by saying that, I'm telling people how they should act, how they should the fuck ever. Anyway, anyway, let's go Lions. Let's go Lions. I'm out of here, y'all. Have yourself a good one, man. Enjoy your day. Stay warm. Go birds, fly Eagles fly. Hit that like button. Until next time, I'm gone. Peace.